Hey everyone, welcome back to Crypto Cash. Thanks again for joining me here. Hope you're having a phenomenal day. Quick look here again at ICP, seeing what's going on. Just want to update you on some very positive stuff. Happy profit taking day. I never get tired of saying this. It's really awesome. Be sure to check out our premium group if you're curious. 30% profit in roughly 1.7 days or 1 day, 17 hours. That's just a recent ICP trade we took. We've been taking a decent amount of swing trades to the upside here recently, all in profit. With the exception of one of them, it's kind of figuring things out right now. But generally speaking, we're looking very good with our trades here, and ICP is one of those. And we're going to talk about why this should continue to happen. If you're new to the channel, just know I love teaching people to trade, and I hope you can learn something today. Again, cryptocash.tech if you're curious about our signals group. We also took some massive profit here from Solana. We had 3 different long positions open. Every one of them hit the 4th profit target. We got one more target to go. All right, folks. So what we want to talk about is ICP. So simply put, the daily time frame has not really changed much since we looked at this last night. Okay, and that's actually a good thing. There's really no proof here that the price action is wanting to pull back. Stochastic RSI is swinging up. Traditional RSI money flow index hanging out at 70, and of course we got MACD kind of plateauing here and hasn't shifted momentum yet. Okay, so it's really common for MACD to perform an MACD-FU, that's what I call it, and it just comes down and is like, just kidding, we're going to turn ourselves around. That could very well happen. I'm not saying that's going to per se. MACD on the daily time frame is somewhat of a very lagging indicator. I prefer to pay more attention to stochastic RSI, which is showing us we have momentum to the upside. Okay, so daily time frame, almost perfect. Okay, 4-hour time frame. This is where things get a little funny. So we got this previous resistance here, turn support at 950. I mentioned that previously, where it's good to be back up above that level. There's a strong likelihood we should see the price continue higher, or just kind of hang out here and continue upwards after it consolidates at that level. Now again, that's not like a super impactful level. It was just a previous resistance level, turned support resistance. Okay, so in essence, it's just kind of floating there, for example, but not. We don't want to discredit it just yet. Okay. That being said, let's take a quick look here at stochastic RSI. We're swinging upwards here. Money flow index is coming way down though. That is an interesting situation there. In other words, we just had some sell-off occur in the last 4 hours. Keep in mind, money flow index is based on the last 3 trading days, roughly, about 14 candles. So in this regard here, in the last 14 candles, we have seen money coming out of this coin versus going in. Okay. Usually that's a cause for concern, but us being up over 50 on the RSI, I do not have a problem with that. That's actually a very good sign, and it makes sense that profits are going to be taken, which is what we're seeing right here. It's also the fact that this is probably falling off and the average is dropping quite significantly. So all those things combined together tell us MACD is converging, and with that and the stochastic RSI swinging upwards, we have no reason for the price action to pull back significantly. What we want to do though here, however, is understand a couple of key factors. So we got this resistance level here, right at about $10.10. Okay, so the price shot through there, came back down within a 4-hour period, could not close above that level. We shot up there as well, pulled back. So you can see consistency in that range. What we could be seeing here is a start of a cup and handle pattern, or perhaps even a double bottom. There's a few things we want to look for here that are both are all beneficial. So if you keep drawing out trend lines and patterns, they're mostly going to be forgiving, and the ones that are more than likely going to continue to increase. What I'm getting at here is the key takeaway is we need a closure above 1010 on the 4-hour at least, preferably the daily, in order for us to have a good continuation here to the upside. Okay, so that's what I'm ultimately looking for. At this point, we've taken a healthy amount of profit on our first target with our recent trade 2 days ago. So I think that we're in pretty good shape here to be able to leave that open. Just because, again, what we do as a community is we adjust our stop loss higher as we take profit. So ideally, what you would have done if you follow my signals guide in my Discord, by the way, signals guide here explains everything if you need to know. I recommend taking profit, and then once you've taken profit, whatever percentage profit you take, it should be over 50%. You adjust your stop loss to break even, basically your entry target there. And then if the price does pull back, you're still walking away profitable because you took more than 50% profit on your first trade. Okay, that's roughly what it should look like. Some folks prefer to go all in and all out. That's okay, but you're probably not going to benefit as much with just letting the rest ride and kind of catching some of that tail end profit. It's good to do that. That said, hourly time frame, we're not massively overextended. We're looking good. TD sequential is not identifying any kind of issues here. In retrospect, though, we can see we hit a 9 here and a 7 here, and that we are getting nice little resets at 4s, 5s, and 6s. So that's actually very healthy. It kind of implies that the price action is making a nice staircase pattern on its way up. not just going parabolic and pulling back like it did recently. Okay, we actually prefer to see this. This is a very healthy pattern. Last but not least, Ichimoku Cloud. Close, but not quite. All right. What I mean by this here, and this is pretty much a confirmation, but not quite as well. In other words, price action spent about 3 or 4 hours above the cloud, but just recently dipped within. You're not supposed to take a trade within the cloud. It's the general rule of thumb. If you're curious on how to utilize this indicator effectively, I made a video over 2 years ago. It is always in the I guess the end, and just search for on my YouTube channel, Ichimoku Cloud, and you'll understand kind of what I mean by this. But lagging span soon to intersect with the price action, and of course conversion line above the baseline. There's mostly positive stuff here. We're like 90% of the way there from a confirming factor to take a long position. Okay, again, that's roughly where we're at there. So that in combination with everything we've seen here so far, there's no reason why ICP shouldn't continue up. If it does pull back, I'm expecting some support here at about 950. And then potentially break through that level and hold that level and continue higher. That's ultimately what we're looking for, is consolidation above 1010. That's what we need, okay? So if this time tomorrow we see the prices at 1010, I think we're gonna be looking very solid for another potential long position. All right, folks, that's all I got for you. Very last thing, actually, this is more important than everything we just looked at. A lot of our community members are struggling with KYC, VPN requirements. Look no further, Bitunix has a phenomenal opportunity here. Link down below, cryptocash.tech if you're curious about that. And also, more importantly, use my link to register. You get significant benefit rewards. And we're going to have trading competitions first year. So awesome stuff there. Absolutely looking forward to that. I hope you have a great rest of the day. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Take care.